Hello, friends. Welcome to our Learn Science and Chemistry podcast by chemistrynotesinfo.com. Dear friends, I am your host Jitendra Singh Sandhu, and today's podcast we are going to learn about pasteurization, a process to keep our food fresh and last longer. Dear friends, before 1860s, there are so many scientists who even tried to keep the food safe but don't succeed too much. And meanwhile, a French biologist, Louis Pasteur, make a life-changing discovery that help the food items, particularly milk, to last longer and safe to consume. So it started like that. The Louis Pasteur began to study about the drinking items, food items, particularly milk, and he come to a question that the food items, particularly milk, is spoiled very soon and not to be consumed after few hours. And he come to the question that why it is happening. Then he realized that there may be something in the milk that spoiled it. Then he started his experiments on it, and after some experiments he realized that there is some microorganisms found naturally in the milk which are responsible for the spoiling of the milk, and that make the people ill when they consume this spoiled milk. Then he tried to do some experiments, some testings to kill these microorganisms, but not succeed very well. But he continued to performing his experiments, and after some times he discovered a technique in which he make the milk boil and then cool it quickly, and these techniques of boiling the milk and cooling quickly make the milk last longer and safe to drink. And this process he named as pasteurization, and this process become a huge success and adopted by so many companies and food processing units, and nowadays it is used worldwide to make the food safe and last longer. Dear friends, now we understand the about the discovery of the pasteurization techniques to keep the food fresh and last longer. Now we try to understand the science behind the pasteurization. So pasteurization is the technique to keep the food item, particularly milk, stay fresh for longer times. So this technique involves the heating the milk in the heat exchangers at a high temperature for some period of time, then cooling it to in the in the cooling zone for some period of times. So this sudden shock of the temperature kills the microbes. So in this technique, raw milk or the milk from the milk producers farmers is taken, and this milk generally has microbes in it. So this raw milk is poured into the heat exchanger. So heat exchangers have the heating coils, which gives it a huge temperature that is about 60 to 100 degree Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius, or about 140 to 212 degree Fahrenheit. At this high temperature of about 100 degrees Celsius, the microorganisms will die within 15 to 30 seconds, and then this milk is sent to the cooling zone where the milk is cooled very quickly at about 3 degrees Celsius, and after that this milk is bottled or packed and is ready to be sold to the market. And This sudden soak of the milk removes the all microbes in the milk, because now with this hot shock that is heating and cooling, all microbes are dead. So milk is now pasteurized and ready to be bottled and sent to the market and last longer, and even it is safer to consume because it don't have the microbes in it. Now the question not is which foods are to be pasteurized. So there are so many food which can be pasteurized to remove the microbes from them, like milk, for which this process is discovered initially, then cheese, then milk. In milks there it not about to kill microbes, but to kill the yeast that spoil the honey. So with milk, cheese, honey, some fruit juices are also pasteurized. Along with the fruit juices, some cream, even eggs are also pasteurized to kill the bacteria which causes disease. So friends, there are so many food items, and pasteurization is the technique which is now adopted by many food processing companies to keep their food items fresh and last longer. And this pasteurization techniques gives us access to have a good and safe food for a long duration of time. And along with pasteurization, there are so many other techniques which are adopted nowadays, or even from the so many previous years, to kill the microbes, like canning, freezing, or adding special chemicals, like the chemicals which kill the microbes. But overall, if we see that the adding chemicals in the food items to kill microbes is not good for our health, but alternative techniques like canning, freezing, pasteurization are much better than the chemicals. There is an important announcement, friends. We are working on a book about all elements of periodic tables. That book covers interesting stories, interesting facts about the elements, with a table about the elements, who discovered them, when they were discovered, by whom they were discovered, and so many fascinating, interesting facts. So you have, if you like to study about the elements, then you should purchase that book from Amazon and from Indian websites or publishers, maybe from Notion Press or any other publisher. But the link of that book we will be updated on our Telegram channel, WhatsApp channel, and also given on our website www.chemistrynotesinfo.com. Thank you to listening this podcast.